Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm sharing with you guys the before, the plan, the process of the declutter and organization of my office closet. Boy, that's kind of a mouthful. And my office closet is actually we use that as a storage closet for our house, but it happens to be my office. Now, I'm actually working on my office as a whole. It really completely needs a revamp, overhaul, reorganization, but I'm starting with the worst part first because you guys, honestly, this is the worst, most intimidating, most project that I'm dreading. I don't want to do it. So I'm doing this first because it ultimately will help me so much with the rest of my office, and this way I'm getting it done out of the way, and I'm really loving the progress. Actually, that is a sneak peek of the progress. I'm really excited about it. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, I've been posting like little snippets of my process and little behind the scenes shots. So if you're curious, you could always just follow me on those things in order to see what I'm up to, what I'm really doing. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the before. Okay, so right now we are in my office staring at what is probably the messiest thing in my office, and that is this closet. So let me open it up and take you in. So this is all the junk in this closet. We have leftover wedding stuff. We have stuff from college. We have stuff like extra blankets and things for guests. We have all of the boxes that we have, and we need to keep these for when we sell things. We have my old dresser, and in here's my craft supplies. Look at this drawer. You guys look. See? Yeah. Look at this drawer. Okay, and then we have over here, this is all like my home decor stuff. So this I switch in and out of my house throughout the seasons. Up there's my pillows. So many pillows, you guys. I think I have an issue. I need to get rid of some of these. And then my wrapping supplies, all of my twigs and branches and things like that that I switch out throughout the year and seasons. And then my wedding dress is back there. Anyways, this was the before tour of this closet. This is my other messy side right here. See, bunch of decor, bunch of papers. Need to be purging this as well. Okay, so when I first sat down to put a plan together to organize the inside of my closet, I first wrote down all the items that are in it, and then I thought about all the items that I wanted to keep in the closet. So then from here, I listed all the items I wanted to go ahead and keep in the closet, and then the only two things I don't want to, I decided, was my office supplies and my craft supplies. I just want to keep that in a drawer next to my desk and not in that closet. So then from there, I really thought about it, and I was able to design the closet from there. So this is how I started the planning process. Now the next thing I did is actually my favorite part, but basically I measured out the closet really well in order to, know what would fit and decide what I wanted to do. So these dotted lines, or this solid line is where the closet ends, but then it goes further behind the wall. So this dotted line is where it goes further behind the wall, and then this dotted line right here is where the third door is, because my closet's weird like that. And then anyways, I put all the measurements out and I wrote them both in inches and in feet, and this is just me. You don't have to be so detailed, but I am, because I'm a math person. I like measuring, and I'm very precise with my measurements. So I just measured the whole length, the depth. I knew that because there was a third door here, I only had this space to work in, and this kind of acted as a different space. So now looking at all the measurements, and then of course seeing what I wanted to keep in there and looking at it, I was able then to put a plan further together and come up with this. So this is the plan that I ended up coming up with even before I went to the Container Store, but their system on drawing it is actually pretty limited. So we couldn't put the third door of the closet or where the wall ends or anything like that. But I came in and I explained to the lady exactly what I wanted. I knew I wanted there to be a drawer system down here. I knew I wanted space on the side. I knew I wanted some shelving units, a shelf that goes all the way across, and I knew that in the corners right here behind the wall, instead of doing the traditional shelves that go all the way across, I wanted actually the shelves to go this way. So instead of it being this way, I wanted them to go this way and fill in this area. So you'll see it more once you start to see the process. But here's actually the plan, and then I got the materials, came home, and got to work. So I figured I would do a progress report. So coming in a little bit closer, I still have some things in here, like the boxes, some memorabilia. I completely emptied this, what is that, dresser. I went through those 2 bins. So let me show you the other side. So this is basically what the rest of my office looks like right now. It has to get worse before it gets better, guys. For sure. That is, oh yeah, pile of stuff. Then we have all this. Basically, as I started taking things out of the closet and going through them, getting rid of the stuff I didn't want, I saw the things that I had. So I just started putting it in piles of categories. I saw I had some sentimental, and some of this sentimental, you guys, I still use as decor. I just separated it like that for now. Decor, those are school things I want to keep. This is all garbage. This whole bin right here, you guys, woo, this is all office and craft supplies. Over here, all of this pile right here is all stuff I'm giving away. Okay, I'm about midway through on painting this closet. You can kind of see where the line is. So I just need to paint above there and then put a second coat, and then I'm done. And honestly, because it is the closet, I probably don't even have to put a second coat, but it just makes me feel better when I do, because I feel like it's doing it right. Just got done painting. It still needs to dry, and this is just part of the mess. So I just want to give you guys a during update. I got all of these put together, but I have all of the top tracks up, and this was actually really simple to do, and I love the fact that this is the only thing that you have to screw into the wall. So I just needed my husband's help with actually drilling through the studs, but other than that, I really didn't even need his help, so that says a lot. So I have the standers hanging, and I have the long ones on this side, shorter ones up here, because there's going to be these the baskets right here. So this is what I have so far, and let me though show you the craziness. Okay, so here is my office on the other side. This is what I've been working in. This is all the boxes that I'm going to start putting in my closet soon that we have to save. And then this is trash, Goodwill stuff, my wedding dress, more Goodwill stuff. And then in here, this is the hallway, the work in progress, my drill, another one of these things that goes in the closet. And this has been my working space. So yeah, this part isn't organized. Like, you can't be organized with something like this. It's just crazy. I think it's good for you guys to see this. I knew this was going too well. So this is what I have so far. As you can see, I'm kind of like putting the boxes in there and then putting the shelves on there based on how high the boxes are. But I thought, oh wow, it's amazing, you know, how much space you have once you get organized, because I thought that all I had was these boxes left. Nope, I just discovered behind here we have those ones too. Yeah, I did it! I got all the boxes in. Whew, this was a tough job. I'm about to go eat dinner, but this is how far I have gotten. What I realized actually is that this right here is 16 inches deep, and although it fits in the closet just fine, the space between here and here is going to make it really difficult to get things up there. So I need to exchange this for a 12-inch one, and then I want to keep this one at the 16 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have to get that, and then I want to get another one of these for this space right there. So there's just some things that you just don't know until you get into a project, and this is one reason I'm really glad I didn't pay for them to install it. So this just happened. This is one of the space saver bags, and look how ugly this looks. This was actually the skirt that went under my wedding dress, but let me give you an update. So I went ahead and I went back to the Container Store today and I got the smaller shelves for up top, and I think that that works out really nicely. I got the rod up, my wedding dress hanging. Nothing is in these drawers yet. I did actually get 3 drawers, but the third one fits, but you can't pull out the drawer because of this. So eventually I want to get new closet doors, but I'm not going to for this phase of the closet, so I might return that. I am a bit out of breath right now because I just took this big pile of stuff downstairs. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute. This is garbage. That's all my craft stuff, you guys know that. And then I'm gonna be going through next this over here. These are all the frames and pictures from our old wedding wall, so I need to go through all those frames. I cleaned up a lot up here too, so I'm gonna return this, but it's okay, don't think I really need it. Over here, that's a gift for my niece. We just have the Alpha bag, but you can see it's definitely so much cleaner. Nothing is on the rails anymore. All of this right here needs to be returned because I don't need all these shelving pieces. Over there, there's another little bag of trash. And up here, I just laid out all of the units that I need to return. So everything here needs to be returned as well. Those that we're keeping right here because I opened it and used these parts. So I'll be putting those in a special spot. I'm gonna go downstairs. I actually need to get a few more pieces from the Container Store because I did have a slight change of plans. So I'll pick those up when I return those items. And let me show you the big old garage sale pile that I have to basically go and put in the garage now. This is it, guys. This is the garage sale pile. All this was upstairs, that's crazy. So I need to put this all in the garage. We actually have a big pile already in the garage, and that piece of furniture that was upstairs too, a couple pieces, that will be being sold at the garage sale as well. So that is the plan and the process. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and found it inspiring. Also, please come back and see the final closet and how I organized everything inside. So I will see you very soon in that video. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.